What's going on, guys? I am Demetrius Johnson.
I am Israel Adesanya.
Welcome to Precision. We're going to be covering everything under the sun for UFC 329. Conor McGregor, was he injured before the fight, or did he get injured when he threw that high kick way across the void? Paddy Pillman taking out BSD, and even Zuffa Boxing. Guys, we have something stacked for you guys today.
Stay tuned on Precision.
Okay, well, let's get right into it. Conor McGregor taking on Max Holloway. I did not think the fight was going to end like that. A lot of people said that he was injured before the fight, or he set this up, the betting, all sorts of shit. And I was talking to Michael. How many times in your whole entire camp have you gone into a fight just no injuries whatsoever?
No injuries whatsoever. Probably my first ever kickboxing fight. Maybe.
And the rest of your career, you've always had some type of nagging injury or something where it's like, I shouldn't be fighting right now.
Nah, okay. I won't say that. No, I shouldn't be fighting right now because, we can fight through a lot. But I'd say there's always going to be something. No matter what level you're at, amateur, professional, there's always going to be something. If you train the way we train for a proper fight, there's always going to be something that's just not quite right. But then you adapt to it, you work through it. You work around it. There's ways, we've done this. I'm sure you've done this as well many times. But yeah, that one though, I have eyes, DJ. I have eyes. When they did the replay and he took the Crocs off, he didn't put weight on that right leg. He didn't, and I know he was throwing it in the locker room. Also, I think, David, you said there was a guy that put 900K on Max right before the fight. I think you mentioned it. So things like that. And I think, another one, conspiracies. Okay, there's the board right there. There's a reel of Mel Gibson and what's the big dude? Vince Vaughn. That's his name. Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you see Mel says to him, if you find the clip, chuck it in, and he goes, his legs jacked up. And he's like, for real? He's like, yeah, watch this. And people are reading their lips. So again, that's the conspiracy shit. But I have eyes. What I saw when Conor took off the Crocs, as much as he said afterwards, I wasn't hurt before the fight, I saw he didn't put weight on the right leg. And that tells me something.
Do you think that something happened between when he was throwing the kicks inside the locker room until he walked out and didn't put weight on the leg? Because I was telling Michael, there was a time I was fighting. I can't remember who I was fighting, but Charles Oliveira was about to fight Cub Swanson, and he showed up to the arena looking healthy. Then I remember I fought before him, and
was this
I was
Charles?
walking back to the Charles Oliveira versus Cub Swanson. Yeah. Charles Oliveira, he was walking towards the octagon, ready to fight, and he was limping. And I was like, what the fuck? I just saw you come here and you're totally fine. And maybe he injured himself during the during the warm-up. So do you think Conor, if he's able to throw those kicks, those are dynamic kicks. Yeah. He threw a right-hand high kick. They showed it on the Instagram reel. And then he goes to fight. Do you think he injured himself in between that point? Or do you think he was already injured or had a nagging injury before he stepped in the octagon? Or between that time? Like, you can't be doing all those fucking kicks and all of a sudden you can't bear weight on your leg. You know what I mean? So either something had to happen or he played us all for a fool.
Hey, man, craziest things have happened. But for me, I will say I don't know. That's possible. That's plausible. He could have hurt himself in the warm-up. Even, what's his name? Brian Ortega hurt himself being announced in the octagon. So, crazy shit happens in the cage. Who knows? But all I know is when he got to the prep point and he took his Crocs off, he wasn't standing on that leg well. And again, that could have been between that warm-up and that point. So he has to be, but also you have to realize Conor gets paid. Fuck, who knows how much he get paid for this fight, DJ? I'm gonna estimate over 20 million USD.
Whew.
So
goddamn.
So that came from the soul. Fuck. No, but
I know. Right?
Yeah. So again, if you have that much on the line, you have that many people flying out, because to be honest, I'll say this: it didn't really feel like a usual Conor fight week. I don't know if it's a long layoff. I don't know if it's the way the UFC is now without the pay-per-view model. So their effort when it comes to like hyping up the fights, but you knew it was a Conor fight week, but it didn't feel like it was again 5 years ago. Do you feel that way?
Yeah.